Hello, y'all. So, I'm here to do another response. Now, let me just say this now. We ain't about to do no back and forth like this. DivaWuan's ain't about to be motherfucking TTB network, honey. So don't y'all get too darn comfortable with this. Don't get too comfortable. Hey, don't get too comfortable. But at the same time, DivaWuan's, when she is called out, honey, DivaWuan's don't mind answering the darn calls, the pigeon letters and everything else. So, there was some call outs for your girl. Because your girl been a little bit hot in these streets. Child, I'm starting to feel like darn James called. James! Bitch, where you at? I need to borrow your broom, honey. Need to clean it up. Hey! Clean it up. Child! I need to, somebody page darn spill it boy and say, bitch, I need to darn clean it up broom, child. So we got to clean some shit up, honey. And, it's very befitting that this darn happens today because they want to darn make a girl to be like a clown. So, honey, I'm already got my clown makeup on and everything. Well, it ain't that bad. Today, y'all know we had to dress up. Halloween. Every Friday's a theme at Amazon. Y'all know I work from home. This is like my 8th job. I replaced Papa John's with Amazon, so I still got 8 different streams of income. Got a whole lot going on. I've been, put the other 6 gig deliveries and stuff to the side, but it's about to get cranked up real heavy come next week, y'all. So y'all got a lot of vlogs coming y'all way on that. So look out for that. Point pickup, Spark is starting to pick up in my area. We're going to do some Grubhub on the weekend, Uber Eats, and all of that. I'm giving Lyft a break for now because I got a spare on my car, and we ain't trying to do all those long distances with that spare can only support 50 miles per hour. So, anyways, I did a video talking about my discussion with Jewel the Gym. Jewel the Gym allowed me to grace my presence over there on her lovely channel. So I thank Jewel for allowing me to ask her some questions. And like she said, she did not know the questions in advance. So me and Tink was over there. I did not have the pleasure of meeting Messy Miles. I got to research who he is because I was not familiar with Messy Miles, nor was I familiar with, Tink. So I'm now familiar with Tink. I'm looking at her videos now, her reviews of the Circle Atlanta, and now I got to become familiar with Messy Miles. But when I did my commentary, honey, the other side did not appreciate what DivaWuan's had to say. Honey, they didn't appreciate what I had to say. And then y'all know I had to call out a little bit about NewNue, honey. So NewNue had a whole lengthy response to me. So once again, they say a girl don't be darn paying attention and stuff. So DivaWuan's has pulled up the tablet today so I can quote people verbatim, honey. So this is my last video that I did. And then, of course, y'all know DivaWuan's is still monetized, so I'm getting my coins in, honey, for this. So this is the video that I got the response from NewNue. Ooh, my makeup was some type of fierce here, child. So let's go down to the comments. Shout out to Liberation Speaks. Yes, the makeup was fierce, honey. Shout out to Sassy Queen, Simone First. I am D-La-La, honey. I be seeing you. I be seeing you everywhere, honey. Both of me and you be looking at these darn reviews, honey. I be seeing you in the darn comments as I'm looking, honey. Shout out to I am D-La-La, Vicky Landon. I be seeing you everywhere on my videos. Mwah. Love you, Vicky. Alicia Botsil, you been with me for a minute, girl, too. We got to get our darn shot. I got to get my shout outs in for my supporters before we get to the mess, honey. So here comes your boy NewNue, child. So, quote, don't take the following personal. I actually do appreciate you reviewing the show. Usually when somebody comes out with a statement like that, there's about to be some shit hits fan. Let's go. So I do appreciate the fact that he darn going, you know, the Capricorn in me does appreciate the fact that he darn going, you know, put his stuff with, you know, different paragraphs and, you know, chronological, you know, put it in chronological order and everything. The Capricorn in me really appreciates that, honey. Everything is not jumbled up, honey. That's why I say me and darn gone Virgos are like this. Because Virgos think with that perfectionist mindset very similar to Capricorns. But anyways, he said, first and foremost, no one called me out, especially on things we discussed behind the scenes already. I'm the person who will allow people to say and how they feel respectfully. But just know, we already had those conversations. Well, not everybody can be perfect. You know, he forgot the S on conversations. That's okay. But anyways, he said, we've already had those conversations about the delay of the series. They may be just wanted a public apology, which I gave. Okay, I was detoxing from weed, so my senses was a little bit crazy and didn't plan. Okay, he should have put on in before that. But you know, honey, DivaWuan's was a C average student in English. So, NewNue, I'm not getting on you with the grammar because, bitch, I wasn't no darn on English. Honey, my background was in science. I was studying to become a licensed darn on veterinarian. For y'all that's new over here, DivaWuan's was studying to become a licensed veterinarian. My minor was going to be in history with a concentration in African and minority studies. Honey, grammar was not my forte either, baby. But yeah, I didn't plan on going live until I heard things I wanted to clear up. I'm sure you've never done a reality show production or a production of this size, which I haven't, yeah. I have a team of producers, and I think we've done a great job because this show together, ... So your advice on production is invalid, love. Well, I don't think it's invalid. I gave honest suggestions, and as a viewer who watched it. But you know, I'm going to hold off my critiques to afterwards. Let's go on because it's lengthy. You have no idea what steps, hurdles, and experience used to create this something like this. Number 4. I never said I was quitting. LOL. ... Wasn't listening, love. Actually, I was listening, but you're going to hear my rebuttal in a moment. I'm going to let you get your time in. I said that people can binge watch the show when it's over. You did say that, but you added a little bit on. Maybe you can't remember because it was the Mary Jane. But let's go on. Oh, baby. Specifically, I'm honest on the 2.5 week editing time frame. We want to see that. You said this coming out. Matter of fact, it's supposed to be coming out tonight, right? Because I could have sworn they said the 29th. Now, I'm trying to figure out now what time is it. See, I hate to be stopping, but see, now, in the midst of you writing this, now there is some darn on contradictions going on. I don't know, because I could have sworn the last one came out the 17th, we said the 29th, but now we're doing a live stream because I got a message from the Circle Atlanta about that there is going to be a Q&A for the girls. And maybe that's going to be before the premiere of the live stream or whatnot. I mean, the premiere of episode 8. So we want to see. Since you said you darn going committed to this 2.5 week editing time frame. Oh, see, now you added a half to it. Like, okay, you went from 2 weeks to 2.5. So what is going to be the date? Now, once again, I done told you we need to stick to a specific date, honey. So is it not going to be Friday? If not Friday, if it's not Saturday, honey, DivaWuan's coming back to darn going to get you together, honey. Number 5, I addressed about the reunion. Why was the reunion darn going only done with 2 episodes? His response to that was the reunion is filmed regardless when, ... you're going to have one, ... If it wasn't filmed at that time, ... we wouldn't have one, ... So you should be happy for that, ... Okay. Number 6. This is an independent production. Feel free to donate towards production if you think I need more editors or more help. When money run out, you do what you gotta do, ... So simply donate. Well, it's not that darn on simple, love, because The thing is this. Not everybody follows you on Instagram, my love. And the thing is this, you should have gonna put your on Cash App, put your donation handle in my, while you typing all these long stances, honey, quiet as is kept, DivaWuan's, and plenty of people can gonna run you my gonna Cash Apps that I constantly gonna send out to my folks. Honey, I am a bitch that actually supports my folks over here. Honey, I can gonna bring out, if I wasn't using my phone, honey, I slide my Cash App to all the dozens upon dozens of gonna Cash Apps and stuff that I send. So, honey, I will respectfully be sending my on money, and that way I can keep my critiques, and it will be valid, because as somebody who will be supporting the show, and as somebody who is helping funding the show, I will gonna have some say of where my money is going being allotted for. Okay, so hold on for that, on Miss NewNue, honey. And the reason why I'm using the title Miss, because of what was on said next. So number 7, yes, I was a vlogger, started in 2018. 2008, ... One of the first LGBT YouTube vloggers. ... Sit on camera by myself, ... Check it out, love, ... I am mother. Okay, mother. Come on through, mother. Get me together, bitch, because I ain't know you was that long, honey. You even before my time. Okay, mother. And then last, number 8, I'm going to go back to editing ... because I deliver ... Honey, we ain't saying that you never deliver. See, now this is where DivaWuan's got to get you together, on NewNue. Ain't nobody questioning about you gonna deliver, because if you did not deliver, bitch, we were not gonna be gonna having this discussion. I done gave you your flowers. I said that you are talented. I said that the cast is phenomenal. I said you got a good thing going. As a matter of fact, in my last video, I said this could be your breakout right here. My only problem is of the stuff that you said in regards to that you are possibly you did come out your mouth and say that you could that this show can possibly be canceled. That's what you said. Now you might not remember the shit because of the fact you might not remember the shit because you was on that Mary Jane, honey. Like you said out of your own mouth, per your words, you was detoxing. So you don't remember that part, but let me gonna bring it back for you real quick. After you had your conversation with NewNue, with Jewel, you got on your own live stream, and then the boy who does the A Connections TV, he got on there with you, and y'all was having the discussion, and you went to and said stuff to the extent of that this is not your brand, you're doing this as a favor. You felt that people were disrespectful because you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart, you pulling your funds and stuff, and these people want to talk shit, this, that, and the third, and I can do without this. You got a new movie coming out, and all this, that, and the third. I am not known for the Circle Atlanta. I am known for plenty of other things. That is what you basically said. So, honey, I've been paying attention. Honey, I've been getting my notes and shit together. DivaWuan's has taken the time to start writing down notes and paying attention to the stuff outside. Because at first, when I was just looking at the show verbatim, I've been missing out on all the behind the scenes shit. But now I'm starting to gonna follow everybody's social media, and I'm getting caught up with all the darn other stuff behind the scenes. So I heard everything that you said. Now, nobody didn't say that you wasn't a vlogger. But there's a difference between being a vlogger and doing pre-record versus doing live stream. And even out your own mouth, you said, I'm just responding to what you said, NewNue. It ain't no beef over here. I still love you, bitch. But, honey, Auntie is going to get you together. Because, as you said, you is the mother. And I respect you as mother. From the perspective of, to me, you would be like big sis. Because I've been doing this a minute too. I've been around since 2012. And, you is the mother that is like established. Like, if we compare both of us, You is the sister that made it, and you got your shit together, you established, and you doing all the things. I'm the younger darn sister / auntie that, you know, is a little bit ratchet, that ain't got her shit together, that got potential though, but the ones that everybody loves for my darn raunchy opinion. So once again, from mother to auntie, y'all know, once again, y'all consider me the younger sis because, honey, I've been doing this since darn 2000. And matter of fact, I just got a voice message from the Circle Atlanta right now that's probably asking about what time I can darn come on tonight. But anyways, yeah, I've been doing this for a minute too, yeah. Now, granted, as far as production, I don't know shit about production. But I know about good quality. I know about marketing. Now, let me run down my credentials. Because as somebody who went to school for business with a concentration in marketing, as somebody who darn also has a background in customer service and dealing with different personality types, I am giving you my professional opinion of how to market stuff. Not as how you can run it for production, because I don't got no background in theater. Because, honey, quiet as it kept, some of the girls are saying that you putting the battery in their back and you feeding them lines. So this is more like scripted reality television. So I don't got no background in theater. You go holler at Taraji P. Henson for that. She actually went to school for theater, acting, and all that. You go holler at Viola Davis for that. But as somebody who is a connoisseur of watching so many different shows, as somebody who keeps my ears to the streets, and as somebody who knows some of people that's connected to y'all by, you know, 1 or 2 degrees of separation, because y'all know I'm not too far from Atlanta. I do have some slight business dealings in Atlanta because of, you know, my background as a medical esthetician, and I ship out products and stuff to people, and I'm getting my business together. And the long-term goal for me is to actually try to transition over to Atlanta. Hence why I got, you know, my ears and stuff to the street, you know, so when I get there and get my marketing game and stuff on, honey, I know where's the perfect locations, this, that, and third. But that's a whole nother video for another day. Y'all go check out the DivaWuan's channel for my business ventures and stuff and everything concerning beauty and skincare. But anyways, back to NewNue. NewNue. I understand that it takes everything. You got the team and everything. Only thing I said was, and I'm still sticking by it, that you need to get some additional editors because I was concerned for your health. Now, you is the one that got on live stream and darn was about to be in tears and saying that you work yourself so much so that you can't even have a healthy relationship because you cannot even allocate time for a darn relationship because you're too busy editing upwards of 12 to 14 hours a day. And it's like you are passionate, but at the same time, sometimes you need, the best thing to do is to darn take a step back and take some time out for yourself. I guess you overlooked all of that part, so let me go ahead and reiterate it, that I was more so concerned for your health. I was more so concerned for the fact that you going to look up and be like, okay, 10, 20 years passed by. I was so much focused on the work and the, you know, chasing this that I did not take the time to really, you know, relax and, you know, smell the roses and go out on dates and this, that, and the third. And that's why I said, you know, the adding additional editors is not just for the quality, because once again, the quality is there. We just want you to expound upon it more. And once again, you going to be able to have the fun soon enough, because, honey, I'm encouraging my folks to also put some money in on this as well. So whenever I do find your link, I will have it down in the description box. So y'all check out the description box and let's all put 5 on it so our opinions can be valid. Because right now, I will give you that. My opinion right now is invalid because I ain't put 5 on it. But the moment that you see that cash app from DivaWuan's, when I put 5 on it, 5, honey, I have some rights to darn talk a little bit more, honey. So yeah, that is that with NewNue. And like I said, I was not coming from a ill place at all. I was coming from, you know, the ratchet younger sister that wanted the older sister to darn going to take some time out for herself and darn going to hire some additional workers and stuff. And once again, also that will eliminate any biases as well. Because once again, I told you the problem with you being the sole editor and with you having certain issues, with people having certain issues with you, if certain scenes are not darn on met, they gonna act like it's personal. Because I'm telling you what's about to happen, NewNue. What's gonna happen is folks like Eugene and Tevin and certain others are gonna think, oh well, this bitch was mad at me on this particular day, and I guess they conveniently didn't darn gonna put in this scene. Eugene already put it out there that he feels like you didn't really showcase him, and your rebuttal was that you wasn't really doing shit. But it's like, see, to prevent that from happening, if you have multiple darn on editors that it significantly eliminates that problem. Because then you can't say that 4 or 5 different editors have issues with you. But it's a lot easier to say one particular person has an issue with you, especially if you entertain a slight back and forth with them in front of the audience on Instagram. So once again, this is just my professional opinion as somebody who's a marketer. I'm just laying it out there. So now we got NewNue out the way. I still love you, bitch. I'm about to put 5, like I said, I'm going to put my 5 on it, honey. And I'm encouraging my fellow supporters to put 5 on it too. So now let's get to NewNue. I mean, not NewNue. Let's get to Mellie B. So, because, honey, people was making their rounds on your girl, honey. I said, but damn. Like I said, I need to darn going get the clean it up broom for darn going, from darn going Spill It Boy. Because I be damn. There was another live stream last night going. It was like 4 or 5 live streams going. And I was like, damn, child. Let me see if I can pull it up. I hope the Rico didn't delete it, child. I hope he didn't. He might have deleted it, child. Yep, I don't see it. Because I was going to pull it up and quote him in real time. Uh-oh, y'all. It looks like it's not here. Oh. I don't know why I'm just noticing this picture of you, Rico, with this other person. I ain't even going to say nothing, child. Just know he don't rep it for the 2 seats, honey. He don't rep it for the 2 seats. I think you know who I'm referring to. But anyways, yeah, unfortunately, darn Rico deleted it. But I go ahead and quote to the best of my ability. So there was like a total of 4 different live streams going on. First, it was one with Giving You the Real Tea. And on Giving You the Real... Oh, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up on his. Well, no. Shit, that's going to take too long. Anyways, I'll put the links of the folks' names in question. So, Giving You the Real Tea had an interview with Rico, Cash, and Mellie B. And I jumped in the comment section, and I got the statement that I was, quote unquote, I was fake, I was biased, and everything else. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo! I said, no, y'all bitches, I ain't trying to darn on a Monty Van Zap my motherfucking ass and say I'm biased and shit. Y'all know a girl was in my feelings for a second. Especially who it was coming from. Mellie B, bitch, done called me out. And y'all know Mellie B, I have a little crush on Mellie B. Honey, that darn on shit upset me. I said, wait a minute now, bitch. How in the hell my darn on crush, my crush darn on calling me out? I said, oh, hell no. But he cleaned it up by the time they went over there to Rico's child. Because I followed them all night long. All night. So the second stop was once they went off of, Giving You the Real Tea, they jumped over to Rico's live stream. So I done jumped over there. And he cleaned it up a little bit and said that I was flip-flopping. I was like, you know what, bitch, I'll give you FlipFlopper. Because you was going to have a hard time trying to prove how I was biased. Because I was like, well, bitch, how the hell I'm biased? And my two favorite people on the damn show are the polar opposites. As far, it's the Jewel team, it's the Rico team. It's like, my two favorites is Rico and Jewel. You can't, just by that, you can't say that I'm on one particular team. And then the fact that how much I done read Eugene and darn going mega body for Filth Honey with my mid-season finale. And it's like, Tevin, I ain't really spoken on him negatively or positively. Too tough. It's like, well, shit, if I was going to be in, if you was going to say I was leaning on anybody's side, you would probably think it would be Rico's. Like I said, I have a crush on Mellie. Cash was the one that brought me here with his darn gonna fine self. Representing for the North Carolina, he's up there in Charlotte, I think. It don't hit quite the same compared to us country girls down here in the 2-6. But, he's still representing for North Kakalaki nonetheless. So I was like, between darn on Cash, Mellie, and then my boy Rico, I was like, well, damn. I would have thought y'all would have said I was more so biased in favor of y'all. But I done got FlipFlopper. And it's like, okay, I could possibly see that in regards to Rico and Jewel. Because I was like, I love both of them so much. And I have been campaigning and trying to fight my best. And I'm throwing in the towel on this shit. I'm just going to have to respectfully love both of these people. And both of them just going to hate each other, child. Darn gone Jewel is going to put an old nasty hits on motherfucking darn gone Rico. And Rico's going to try to throw some water on Jewel and try to hope that she melts, honey. So I just got to understand that both of these people, I'm just going to have to meet separately. These folks, I cannot meet in the same room. I done gotten to that point. But I tried my best to darn gonna mend them together. So you can say I'm FlipFlopper in regards to both of them. But Mellie, I'm trying to figure out how in the hell am I FlipFlopper towards you and Jewel. Because at this point, I stood my ground and I even called you out in the comment section and I even called you out on Rico's Live. Respectfully. What you said was transphobic. I don't give a damn what you say about it. I don't give a damn. And then darn going to make matters worse, here goes Cash. Making matters even worse. I said, Lord Jesus. Now, Cash, don't do it. Cash, it's like, oh. Damn. And then it's like how much I wish I could have jumped on the live stream last night. I was darn going looking at it from the tablet. And the camera quality is horrible. I'm in my bonnet and everything. My makeup's, well, y'all know bitch don't mind coming on bare face or whatnot. But it's like with the camera quality, the bad lighting, and the fact that I was laying down watching this shit, I was like, I ain't about to darn going get up, try to jump, get in the car and darn going set up some lighting and shit and do all. It's like, no, I'm just going to listen and darn going to do my response in the chat. But yeah, it's like FlipFlopper. And then it's like, you said that I got punked down and I got ran over. I wasn't really being, and it's like, what live was you darn gonna looking at? Because it's like Tink had her turn to speak and I gave my turn to speak. Now granted that I did not get to ask all my questions though. Time did run a little bit up. So I didn't get to ask the question in regards to you. I did actually have a question specifically in regards to you and Mellie. I mean, you and Jewel that I did not get to ask. And I spoke about that in my last video. But outside of that, I addressed everything. I even addressed what Rico mentioned to me about the fact that Rico did say that he tried his best to darn gonna converse with darn going Jewel or whatnot. Now Rico, now you got to clarify this darn going. Now, how long was this shit recorded? Now I'm hearing that it was a short period of time, but how short was this? Was this really a couple weeks? And within those couple weeks that you had to fly out early for some other engagements, which I'm familiar with what engagements you had to fly out to, but I'm not going to, speak upon that. I'll let you speak upon that. But it's like, Yeah, see, no, this is where I got the darn gonna get back to you. It's like, it once again is giving very much Tyler Perry trying to cram something good within an extremely short period of time, and then you end up getting critical errors. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting very much Tyler Perry from this shit. The potential is there, but it's too much excellence trying to cram all up at once in a short period of time. Hence why you can keep saying it all day long. I'm gonna put my 5 on it so you can go ahead and get some editors and shit up in the bitch. Everybody else, let's do the same. If we ought to do a GoFundMe for darn on Lester, we'll do that too now, damn it. Cause honey, the girls done said they ain't get paid for this shit. Other folks done mentioned that honey folks was turning up and trying to be like LaToya on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basically turning up for free, ain't really getting paid shit, but you want to do all this shit and stuff for storylines. But yeah, FlipFlopper, I got caught. I said, wait a damn minute. And then I was getting ran over, even though we all was able to, me and Tink wasn't really over talking to each other. Everybody had a fair chance to speak. And hell, even Eugene came on, and I got to hell him to task about some of them statements that he made. And that's where he admitted that darn Lester put the battery in his back. Now, whenever, this is going to be interesting whenever I get called out. Matter of fact, let me check this darn email right now and see what time slot I'm supposed to be getting on tonight, child. Because I might be able to ask this question. They say that they turning the roles on to us, but honey, that don't mean that I can't give a rebuttal. So I might be able to ask the question of the night, honey, about did you darn put the battery in his back? So hold on, let me darn listen to this voice message real quick, and I'll be back with you. Okay, y'all, so I got it's gonna be interesting tonight, child. We got an interesting discussion going on, child. I wish I darn can upload this video before then, but y'all ain't gonna see it until Saturday. Damn. I got to probably do a follow-up to this one, child. Lord Jesus. I'm darn gonna turn it into TTB Network. I'm doing frequent updates on the darn shows and whatnots, child. But anyways, yeah, let's get back to the fact that I was ran over, not being able to talk and whatnot, not holding my own, not being myself. And let me get on to this not being myself part. Exactly how did y'all think I'm not being myself by being quiet when that's naturally me in the first place? Y'all only seen me alone when I do my videos. I tell y'all that I am introverted. I suffer from agoraphobia. Now, granted, a lot of y'all are getting to know me, so I have to reiterate for all new folks. So, yeah, I suffer from a condition called agoraphobia, which Rico was partially right. I don't have a fear of talking to people. I have a fear of large crowds and embarrassing like situations dealing with large crowds. So when I get, onto a live stream that I don't have control over, that has like hundreds of views or whatnots, that's where the nervousness gets in with me. So the answer, Cash question in regards to how can I be a vlogger but be scared to talk, that's not necessarily the case before. I have done live streams or whatnots. Plan on doing one hopefully sometime in November. But once again, it's totally different when you're doing something by yourself versus going on to somebody else's platform, large audience, and you don't have no control over that. Hence why I've had plenty of opportunities to speak on people's panels. Like, there has been quite a few times where I could have been on T.S. Madison's panel, both in the Patreon and on her actual channel, and I passed up the opportunity because of the agoraphobia. Same thing for other folks as well. But T.S. Madison, one of the largest personalities in our community, I've had the privilege of being, could have, gone up on her channel plenty of times. And T.S. brings in thousands of viewers. So it's like, once again, that's just not me though. Same thing whenever I was in the conscious community. Whenever I was, frequenting the conscious channels and stuff, I had opportunities to speak with one of the largest darn on folks in the community. You know, Phil the Advice Show, who has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And then other folks, 10,000 subscribers. I name dropped Cynthia. I followed her since about the beginning of her darn going time on YouTube. I can't. Lord, why am I getting a phone call? Move. Damn, threw me off. But yeah, Cynthia, Angel Ramirez Jordan, I've had plenty of opportunities to jump on live streams and stuff with folks that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, honey. And I pass those opportunities up. So going into the other one where I'm flip-flop, it's like, what reason would I have to flip-flop for? Whenever I've had opportunities to be before people who, no shade, have a subscriber count that's more than all of y'all combined across all of y'all social media. Because, you know, Cash made mention of the fact that he has more DMs than Eugene's followers. But I've been granted the opportunity to grace platforms that have more of a following than all of y'all combined across all y'all platforms, just for one. So once again, I'm not flip-flopping. I'm not trying to cater to any particular person. It's just, once again, I am totally different. I am a little bit more reserved. I am a lot quieter. I'm introverted in regards in the presence of other people. So, and that's not being new for folks who's, you know, known of DivaWuan's. So, yeah, that's that, to address that issue. Now, once again, to close this out, the transphobic statements. Just because you have a transgender friend, just because the trans people that you associate with don't mind you throwing out trans epithets on Mad Day, does not mean, and just because you grew up in the area and it's just the culture, it's just what you know, because I'm hearing this excuse from all the men on the Circle Atlanta, from Megabody to Eugene to now Cash Dinero to Mellie B, that it's justifiable to go below the belt on Mad Day just because you have an issue with one particular person, and with that one particular person is okay to make a statement that is generalizing to a whole community. And because I agree with Jewel making the excellent comparison of the fact that you will not tolerate that from a white person that was called one particular black person that they might be legitimately mad with, a monkey or a tar baby, you will still feel some type of way even though they're not talking about you. The same premise applies. So I'm hearing the excuse from Mellie B that, well, this person talked about my mama and, you know, threatened this person, that person, the third. And it's like, okay, I can understand that, but you still made comments that was disrespectful to an entire community of folks. Versus this person, B. Hopkins, who I'm hearing of, made very deplorable statements towards one individual person in your life. So, once again, you comparing apples to oranges. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that you should be friends with darn gonna B. Hopkins, and hell, you actually did what I was suggesting that you do. But see, we ain't going to see these episodes till months in advance. So it's like, from what I'm gathering, Jewel made the mistake of putting y'all in the same room, and you finally got to tap that ass, honey. You finally got the doggone mollywop B. Hopkins, from what I'm hearing. And he tried to pull a knife on you and everything else. So we got to hold off on judgment to that. But it's like, that's what you do. At least that's what I'm from. It's like, my thing is this. I don't do much talking. It's like, honey, if somebody said something about somebody that I cared about, honey, they damn sure couldn't have used my mother, honey. Because I probably would have been like, well, bitch, you giving the bitch a compliment, honey, because I could have said far worse towards the whole. Now, if you would have brought my great-grandmother into this or something, then it could be equal to this. So I'm going to say, let's say if somebody said something about my great-grandmother. It ain't going to be too much talking. It ain't going to be me throwing out any type of epithets. It would have been me darn on rolling up and darn on throwing hands right then and there, child. And granted that you can't necessarily do that for a myriad of reasons. You know, you now in Atlanta, this person's in New York. Y'all ain't crossed paths, but somehow y'all eventually cross paths and shit goes down. And I'm going to have to do it. Now, Jewel, depending on if you knew the extent of this backstory with darn on B. Hopkins, I might have to call you to the table, honey. I might have to call you to the table. Because from what I'm gathering, I think you at least knew that they really didn't see it for each other to the point where they might darn gonna throw hands on each other at sight. So if you knew that, and then you brought your friend in the line of fire, now, Jewel, I'm going to have to get on your ass. But I'm going to give you the leeway for right now and say maybe you was not aware to the full extent of how much these two have a disdain for each other. So, Jewel, until that episode comes out, I'm going to withhold judgment on you. Now, once again, I'm still standing my words in regards to you, Mellie B, Cash De Niro, Eugene Harris, or is it Eugene Smiles? I think it's Eugene Smiles. I'm thinking of about a whole nother Eugene, y'all. So, Eugene Smiles, Mega Body, Cash De Niro, Mellie B. All four of y'all been on some transphobic shit. And I'm telling you this as a trans woman. You don't get to darn going dictate as darn going butch queens and as darn going soft trade men what is deemed transphobic and not transphobic. You cannot darn going speak on us, and you cannot darn going dismiss our plight by way of saying that you have a trans friend. And Cash, in regards to your disrespectful statements, honey, I still love you and whatnot. I supported you everywhere. Honey, I've even subscribed to your OnlyFans. And before you get to looking, honey, my OnlyFans name is in a whole different name. So you ain't even going to be able to find me, child. But note that I've darn gonna support you on all platforms. I done put cash in your pocket, literally. So it damn sure ain't no bias over it. So, and that's what was really getting me. It's like, well, damn. Y'all keep saying a bitch is biased. But I've done put money in some of y'all pockets, so it was. You would think that if I was biased, I would be biased in favor of them. So just off of that alone, how can you not say that I'm not being fair across the board? And hopefully they come across this video and can answer me that question. I'm darn gonna be biased, but I've done supported some of y'all long before y'all gotten on this show. I'm being biased, but I've done held folks accountable from both sides of the aisle. From darn going Jules' team to Rico's team. I've done called out Rico. I done called out Jewel. I done called out... Hell, I done called out damn near the entire cast at this point. So it's like, how in the hell am I biased? But I digress. But yeah, there's different levels of phobia. Now, did Jewel take it a little bit to the extra step for the comment that was mentioned? Yeah. It gets a little bit it gets a little bit convoluted. I'm talking about transluted. It got a little bit convoluted because of the fact that I don't really consider non-binary trans. Now, I'm going to need a little bit more description on B. Hopkins. Is B. Hopkins indeed a part of the transgender community? Because I'm hearing two different stories. I'm hearing non-binary and I'm hearing trans. And the thing is this. Somebody can be non-binary and not be trans. Non-binary is in a whole different sector of its own. I don't know why they keep trying to put non-binary in the form of transgenderism. It's really two different things. So that's why I gave you a little bit of a leeway, because technically non-binary people do have both spirits. They are two-spirited. So if you did address she as he, it's like, you know, as a non-binary person, you do have the spirits and energies of both folks anyways. You just happen to lean more towards the feminine aesthetic of it. But it's like, if you're not a transgender she or he, it's like, yeah, it's a gray area. But still, if they prefer more so they and she pronouns, the he was a little bit more generalized and disrespectful. Now, it was very light. It was a very light statement. You didn't say it with malicious intent. Like the way that you and Jewel was having that discussion. And I think Jewel did take a little bit too far when you said the statement like, girl, we can't be friends and whatnot. I thought you was really being lighthearted in that moment. Jewel took it a little bit. Once Jewel did take a little bit further, and the miscommunication of it all is what led to this point. What was very minor If y'all not agreeing to disagree, I will give you that, Mellie, that she could have been better at just agreeing to disagree very early on, and it wouldn't even got to the point where you got frustrated and started dressing B. Hawkins as darn gone he by mistake. Even though you was introduced to her when, you know, she was identified as he, but she now identifies as she and they. So I can understand the slight confusion. And when you're frustrated with somebody who's threatening your family, I can understand that you don't want to hear any type of rhyme or reason in regards to that particular person. But the problem is with that is you was making statements about a person and making comments that affects a whole community. So that's where the issue comes in. And then your friends, you know, Cash specifically, making matters worse, because then you are talking about, well, this person don't look the quote-unquote trends that you think is acceptable. And it's like, okay, not everybody has the funds and all these things, and not everybody's gotten shots and stuff to get the T.S. Madison look. And you know, I can probably relate more to B. Hawkins than anything, because as somebody who is pre-hormonal, as somebody who is early on in the transition, as somebody who is flatter than Lupita Nyong'o up here, it's like I can speak on that. And as a trans woman, you don't get to darn go and discredit my transgenderism because I don't fit your type of, you know, fetish like aesthetic of what a trans woman should be. Because it's like, who is you to darn gonna say that somebody's not a woman because they don't have the look or whatnot? And once again, my thing is this. I'm not saying that you got to be friends with the bitch. It's plenty of things that you can darn go and say. It's like, y'all couldn't have drugged the bitch for her wig, her makeup, or I guess she must be dressing that damn good. I'm going to have to check out who this B. Hawkins is. Because it's like, it shows that you lose the argument when you don't have nothing, you know, tangible to directly say about that particular person. And me, it's like, honey, if I darn gonna have an issue with you, I'm not gonna bring in the entire butch queen community or the entire trade community. I'm gonna say comments that are directly indicative towards you. And that's my thing with Cash and Mellie B. It's like, y'all can't find anything to say particularly directly indicative towards B. Hawkins and just B. Hawkins. You got to make massive generalizing statements and then explaining the way and say, well, I got trans friends. Once again, that is directly darn going similar to darn going a white person saying some fucked up racist shit and then saying, well, I don't view all black people this way. I got a black baby daddy. I got a black baby mama. I got half black cousins. It's like, bitch, honey, the darn gone slave master had darn gone mulatto, you know, no shade to mulatto, you know, the person on the cast. But you know, the slave master had mulatto children. They didn't darn gonna stop the darn gone slave master for being racist because he darn gonna slept with certain black folks on the plantation. The slave master even darn gone broke some darn gone men. And darn gone vice versa, darn gonna let the black man top him. But that didn't darn gonna mean just because he darn gonna like the BBC that he still wasn't a racist darn gone prick. That he wasn't darn gone a redneck. That he wasn't a darn gone the C word. So just because you have family members and certain friends, hell, the slave master had his token Negroes that he would invite in for dinner and stuff. That did not mean that he still wasn't fucked up individual towards all black people in general with the comments and stuff that he was doing, especially upholding the institution of racism. So once again, y'all making the comments that y'all are saying is definitely darn on inadvertently inadvertently transphobic. Now you might not, and I say inadvertent because I don't think it's necessarily y'all intention, but still, it is what it is. It's what it is. So just because you haven't overtly darn on said something that was outright disrespectful, when you make certain fleeting comments like that, it's still disrespectful. It's almost equivalent to when certain folks say something about, like, let me give an example of a fleeting, inadvertent comment that is disrespectful. Let's say a non-black person says something like, ooh, I'm working like a Hebrew slave. That's a very fleeting comment that you're not intentionally thinking of with malicious intent to be disrespectful, but it's disrespectful. Just like when you say Native American type comments like, you know, there's too many darn on chiefs and not enough Indians. That's actually a historically disrespectful statement towards the indigenous Native American community. Amongst other things, when so it's like, just because you don't think of it as being disrespectful don't mean that it's not disrespectful. But that is it, y'all. I am all talked out, and like I said, hopefully this will be the last long ass video that we do on something like this. Let's get back to just doing the damn reviews. Let me go back to just being a reviewer. I don't like, see, this is why I can't do reality. Cause it's like, honey, I can't darn gonna be, I'm not cut out for these extended back and forths. It's tiresome. I don't know how y'all do it, child. And like I said, y'all was jumping from live stream to live stream doing this shit, child. Last night I jumped to four different damn live streams over a course of 3+ hours. 50 minutes, I'm already damn talked out. So that is it, y'all. I will come back with one more video, and we're going to try our best to keep that shit under, unless some shit really pops off in this darn discussion tonight that warrants a longer conversation. We keeping this darn shit right here, this next video, under darn a half hour. But that is it, y'all. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. For the folks that I mentioned in this video, if y'all want to do a rebuttal, definitely tag me if you want to. And hell, I'm not opposed to darn going live with anybody. So y'all had so many statements about me being over there with Jewel. If y'all want to talk with me directly, let's set up a time. The best times for y'all to get me with my schedule is anytime after 3 p.m. Between 3 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is like the very best time slots to get me. But outside of that window, it's really hit or miss. Because after 8 o'clock, I start to wind down, dinner, binge watch some shows, planning out my schedule and stuff for tomorrow and all that. So it's like after 8 o'clock, it's really hit or miss. Not necessarily impossible, especially if you give me enough days in advance of notice. I will, rearrange my schedule accordingly. Like I said, a bitch got darn 8 different jobs trying to get out of this darn hostile, shit house that I'm in and everything else. So work with me, y'all. But yeah, if anybody wants to, have a discussion with Diva on my topics, y'all want to go more into this, I'm definitely open to it. So that is it, y'all. I will see y'all soon. More videos. Mwah.